Hey folks, today I wanted to show you a little bit of how we've been using AI to help us in the design research process whenever we've been doing interviews with folks. So we use a combination of transcription AI as well as summarization to help it so that we're able to take better notes during interviews as well as create summaries post-interview. So I'll show you a little bit about how we do it here. So right now over here on the screen, I have our Zoom call. So you can imagine that I have a Zoom call set up where we're doing our user research with somebody that we're wanting to interview. And on the left side here, what I have is I have live capture by Reduct. And so this is really helpful. So this is usually how we have the meeting set up. And so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and copy the invite link, and I'll go ahead and invite Reduct into our Zoom. So you can see Reduct has shown up here. And then this is really great because during interviews, oftentimes as we're taking notes, we're doing a lot of typing, and this reduces a lot of that. That's one start. But another great thing that we're able to do is we're able to also highlight. So let's say we have a key insight. Then what we're able to do is we're able to highlight that key insight and say, hey, that's actually a really excellent way to use Reduct during this interview. Let's say we're doing an interview around a new design for a bottle, and we'll say, hey, I actually think that the bottle can be modified this way. There can be a change there. So you can imagine just all the different things and the portions of an interview that we can be highlighting. And for these purposes, we'll use the transcription to the left for the demonstration of talking about how we use Reduct in the interviews. So I'm actually going to just go and speed this part of the video up. I'm going to conduct an interview with myself about the design, let's say, of this bottle. Okay, awesome. So I just talked about this SodaStream bottle for a couple of minutes there. And so let's go ahead and go into Reduct to see what we're able to pull from the interview. All right, so here I ended the meeting, and then you'll see that Reduct creates a live transcription. And it does actually a pretty great job of transcribing it. But the other great thing is wherever I hit highlight during the interview, it actually highlights that portion. And I've also done it where I've added comments, added tags to this, so it's a little bit easier to sort. But for this purposes, I just highlighted different portions of this interview, again, this random interview with myself about the SodaStream bottle. And what I love to do with this content is I'll actually take these highlights and I'll create a reel in Reduct with it. And this is great because it makes the video into much a shorter form with transcription. So that way, I'm able to share this with folks, share this with clients so that they're able to get a really quick overview of the interview itself. The next step that we can take with this is we can actually download this as a Word file. So we can actually take the transcript and we can download it. And it's a little bit messy when it gets downloaded. There is some polishing you have to do, but it looks like this in the end. And then so what I do is I copy this over into any spreadsheet, and then I copy it in and I just do some concatenation to remove the timestamp and the speaker. And that way I'm able to just get a full transcription and just the content of the transcript. So what I do is I take this transcript and I can either put this in OpenAI, I can put this in ChatGPT. Unfortunately, both of those are at capacity as I'm recording this. So I'm going to go ahead and use Notion. It's less accessible, but there's also an AI that's available in Notion as well. And so what I do is I copy over this column here, which is the content of the transcript. Then I paste it into wherever I'm using my AI. So within Notion, what I'll do is I'll actually ask the AI to grab the key insights from this. So let's go ahead and say, grab the key insights from the following interview. Let's go ahead and see what it does. All right, there we go. So it finds it's too tall and the cap too small. They usually drink it in the afternoon as a midday treat and appreciate the fact that it's dishwasher safe. So you can see how useful this will be during a post-synthesis, something that's a little bit longer of an interview. One other thing that I really love to do here as well is I'll actually ask the AI to, let's see if I'm able to grab another thing from it. So let's go ahead and highlight it, AI Assist. This time I like to ask, pull the top 10 quotes from the following interview. And the great thing about this is it actually pulls directly from the interview. So it's not creating anything new, but it is highlighting different portions that, interview that's a really long transcript, you're able to pull these different interviews. And so we have here that summary that it originally created, as well as the quotes. I'll go ahead and copy this and I'll paste this and I'll share this with my team. That way they're able to get the summary and the quick transcription on Slack. and get a quick view of the interview without having to watch the whole highlight reel. But they have that as an option as well. So this is just one way where we use it for downloading these different interviews quickly, and then we can focus more on the synthesis of the interviews and making those connections across these different interviews that we're doing. So that's a quick way of using AI for design research process and helping with downloads.